Hello and welcome to another update video about Quant QNT. Not many changes to my last video. We're still sort of in a state of uncertainty and actually in something that you could call a bear flag, where we came down from around $226 all the way in a long move down, and we're now consolidating here in an upward sloping channel, which many people would consider already an uptrend. But actually, you would normally consider this only some kind of a so-called bearish flag, which would then most likely actually break to the downside. Yeah, that is what normally happens with those flag patterns. Of course, is it guaranteed to break down? No, but it's all about probabilities in these markets. Yeah, and such a flag pattern is actually always a warning that things might go down. It's a trend continuation. It's a consolidation after quite a long downtrend. Yeah, so that's what you can see here, the flagpole and the consolidation. And we're getting into I mean, this could go on for a while, let's be honest. Yeah, this could move on for a little while because we haven't reached any kind of apex or anything. But let's first look at the overall wave pattern here. My view is still that we moved up in a 5-wave structure off the June low to the October high, and we've come down in 3 waves, A, B, C. And it's actually, the question is now exactly, is this C wave done or not? That's where the uncertainty comes into play. At some point up here, I did expect a reversal down. We were massively overbought. We did spike. I think it only took a day or so. We did spike massively, well, much higher than my original target area. I think it ended at around $190 or $200. We then spiked, but it didn't take very long, to $230 and then came down in the expected move down. But is it finished now? That's the question, yeah. And this is where I can't give you a clear answer. We need to wait for the signals of the market, but I'm going to tell you what these signals are most likely. I also tell you what I personally expect. And if we now zoom in, and we are already on the 4-hour chart, so that should be fine. Then we see that, as I explained, we are in this wave 2 correction. Now, that could be finished. It could not be finished, yeah. The thing is, whenever you reach a target area like this, you have to be ready that the market is turning around. And it did turn around, but it hasn't turned around in a very substantial or bullish way. So the signs are not very clear. If we, or had we, some kind of an impulsive wave structure here, 5 waves up, I would tell you, yeah, we have most likely reversed. But this is either a series of 1-2s, which I don't really believe, or it is a diagonal pattern, which is unreliable. It would be bullish as well, but unreliable. Or it's a correction, which would break down, which, to be fair, is still something to be taken very seriously, especially as long as we are below the red resistance area here, which is located between $132 and $135. That is a critical resistance area, because it could be, and we still have to have that on the radar, that this was the wave 4 peak and we are now coming down in 5 waves. And maybe we've seen here the wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3, the wave 4, and we will break down in a wave 5 or something more complex. Yeah. Why could this still be a wave 4? Well, very easily, because we came down 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we can consider this as some kind of an overshoot, or well, a wave B which goes below the wave 3, which is absolutely possible. And this just as a corrective wave structure here. Yeah. So this is possible, and especially because we reached the 38.2% fib retracement of the third wave here a few days ago. And this is just the ideal target for a wave 4. I explained that in the previous videos. There is nothing really super bullish going on here. Of course, the higher we go here, the higher the likelihood we're going to break it. And the lower we go, the more the likelihood we're actually in the wave 5. But the problem is, as long as we are in this channel, in this so-called, you could even call it an ascending wedge. Yeah, as long as that's the case, we don't really know. I actually have to lean towards another low. And the reason for that is that the trend hasn't really changed. Yeah, not officially. And we haven't really done anything that's too bullish for a wave 4. And we also are in a so-called ascending wedge. So that's actually quite a bearish wave pattern. So how could I be bullish here? I mean, we have to just understand that the price could have turned around. That's why I've got these support areas. But as you can see, the price could still come down, break down, go to the $81 level, and still be within my primarily expected wave count, yeah, of a wave 2. The wave 2 can stretch out all the way down to $81, no problem. That's still all part of my scenario. The question is just, was the low in here, or will we make one more low? That's the question that I can't give you an answer for, but very clearly, if we break above the 50% FIB retracement or 50% retracement, $140, that would be a strong indication that the wave 4 was already done here. The wave 5 was already done here at $95. We're already in the breakout because the wave 4 would normally not move higher than the 50% retracement. So that's actually the first really strong signal that the trend has shifted back to the upside. And also, a first indication would be to break above that $132 to $135 level, this resistance area. And at the same time, we would most likely break out of the wedge pattern to the upside. But for me, I'm still skeptical. And as long as we are in this pattern and below the $140 level, I have to assume actually we have to at least be prepared for another low, yeah, which doesn't mean that it has to happen, but there is currently no reliable confirmation that a low has been made yet. Okay, and that's my update about Quant. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.